Hi guys. Recently, Indira Gandhi National Center for Art has decided to conduct a linguistic survey of India. That is the reason it has become a news. If you talk about language play a very important role in human life because it uh, shares culture, tradition, etc. Human uses language to communicate itself. So communication is very much important. That is the reason that language becomes very much important. Language has also played a big role in many countries. If you see our neighbor like Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, one of the reasons for creation of Bangladesh was a language because in 1952 the then Pakistani government decided to impose Urdu on the Bangladesh. The people of Bangladesh opposed it, and there was protest against it. Over a period of time, there was various atrocities committed by the Pakistani government, and that is the reason that there was a creation of Bangladesh in 1971. If you talk about Sri Lanka, there was a civil war for many decades, and one of the reason was the language because the Sri Lankan government wanted to impose Sinhalese on the Tamil peoples and they protested. So language was an important factor in the civil war of the Sri Lanka. So language has always played a very much important role in human life or people's life. So you can't ignore it. Globally, more than 6,500 languages are spoken. It is a rough estimate. If you talk about United Nations, six languages are recognized by the United Nations, and two official languages are English and French. Globally, Chinese Mandarin is the largest speaker in the world. So these are the some important facts. It can be important for the examination point of view. Now we are going to talk about this proposed survey by the Indira Gandhi National Center for Art. When you talk about when the first important linguistic survey was conducted, it was conducted by George Abraham Grayson. He was the first person to conduct a linguistic survey in India. Till 1971, there used to be a linguistic survey during the census. Languages and its dialects were accounted for, but in 1961 survey, there was more than 1,500 languages were accounted for. Means during the census, uh, people preferred around 1,554 languages. So there was it was a rough estimate languages and its dialects. It was a most exhaustive survey if you talk about the linguistic survey in India. But in 1971, the government decided to account any languages which has less than 10,000 speakers. It means that only the language which had only more than 10,000 speakers were accounted for. So since 1971 survey, uh, linguistic survey was you could say discontinued. When you talk about our constitution, Schedule 8 of the Indian Constitution recognized 22 languages, and in 2011 census there was 99 non-scheduled languages. If you talk about non-scheduled languages, these are not officially recognized, but it plays an important role in humans' life or people's life. Around 121 languages are recognized, which has 10,000 speakers. Recently, government also released national education policy. This policy also talks about providing education in the mother tongue at the primary level. So it also makes important because government also considered that education should be imparted in the mother tongue. Importance of languages. It not only means of communication but also essential for preserving local wisdom, knowledge, stories, and culture. three important institutions which plays important role in the languages: Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore; National Museum, New Delhi; and Center for Endangered Languages, West Bengal. So these are the important institution in India. If you talk about IGNCA, Indira Gandhi National Center for Art, it was established as autonomous institution under the Ministry of Culture. In India, more than half of the population speaks Hindi. So Hindi is most spoken language, and 14 September is celebrated as National Hindi Day. Thank you.